Chapter 32. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After making a fuss for a while, finding that Qingyun completely ignored her, Nami also gave up. It seems that she will not be able to earn these hundreds of millions of Baileys. Qingyun, who was lying on the beach chair on the deck and slowly enjoying it, was holding the Tyrannosaurus Rex fruit in his hand. There was also the word "can be synthesized" at the end of the text, which made Qingyun feel a little confused. He himself definitely doesn't eat devil fruits. After all, there was no need for him to add another such weakness to himself. But, he felt that his ship would not only have Nami in the future, therefore, if the strength of the companion is too weak, it will be a burden. If you want to improve the opponent's strength, ability crystal. The current ability crystal is not enough for him, so how can he specially produce a very advanced ability crystal for his crew to use? Then, this devil fruit, which he had absolutely no use for, seemed to come in handy. His golden finger is synthetic. Synthesize everything from grass to devil fruits can be synthesized, therefore, it is not impossible to combine the levels of devil fruit to become more advanced. If we find a natural or superhuman devil fruit and combine it with this Tyrannosaurus Rex fruit, will we be able to synthesize a phantom beast devil fruit? Qingyun thought. Of course, for him, this answer, without practice, can be said to be just talk on paper and empty talk. He doesn't know the answer, so he has to try it before he knows, but according to his idea. If the Tyrannosaurus Rex fruit is synthesized with Mr. Five's explosive fruit, maybe, it's not certain that a fruit in the form of the dragon fruit, phantom beast species, and explosive Tyrannosaurus Rex can be synthesized. These are all assumptions. And these assumptions he had to obtain 2 devil fruits before he could try it. However, this time after picking up a wooden box at the sea, he opened it and found an ancient animal-type devil fruit, which was undoubtedly very unexpected. Externally, after all, this is more or less an exaggeration, but the facts are before our eyes. The facts happened. This also makes Qingyun couldn't help but think secretly, is he really a European emperor? But he used to play during the game, a person who had played 10 games in a row and had never even appeared in a golden legend. After coming to the world of pirates, he changed his fortune. I don't understand, but he didn't dwell on it, he just lay down and rested. After a while, he got up to practice, and the practice time was not long. At the end of the whole day, he only practiced for 4 hours. After all, no matter what, he is a person with golden fingers, and the word hard work, it was really inappropriate to put it on him. He had to work so hard with Goldfinger. Who the hell was he trying to get involved with? After they sailed on the ship for half a day, they met the pirate group again, the Alita Pirates group. This is the first pirate group that Luffy encounters after going to sea. It can be regarded as the existence of the little boss of the novice village in Donghai, but the other party bumped into him, then there was nothing we could do. Brother, if you are willing to be my man, I can spare your life. Alrita's pirate ship came over. After seeing Qingyun's handsome appearance, he was fascinated immediately, but these words made Qingyun's face darken. You are fat and ugly. How dare you say such things in front of me? Do you really think you are beauties like Nami and Robin? Fat woman, I think you are looking for death, so let me send you on your way. Qingyun's face darkened, he pulled out the 3rd generation ghost and said coldly. Bang! How dare you call me that? I'm going to beat you to a pulp. Arita was immediately furious, she hates it when people talk about her like this. Yida Ryu, Ghost Cheat, Qingming. Qingyun is out with his sword, 1 knife, just kill the opponent instantly. This little boss, who was supposed to be for Luffy to gain experience, was easily solved by him. The captain is dead, run away. That when the other pirates saw Arita's death, they also panicked and tried to flee, but this was a vast sea with only 2 ships, one belonging to the enemy and the other one belonging to them. The enemy has already logged on to their ship. Woohoo, it's over now. By now, there is no way to escape even if you jump into the sea. Qingyun waved the 3rd generation ghost in his hand, and before long, all the pirates on the ship became dead souls under his sword. All solved. It only cost Qingyun a short time, and the words reappeared. Pickable items detected. Do you want to pick them up? Pick up. Ding. Successfully picked up. Excellent physique crystal *2, ordinary physique crystal *62, Excellent Soul Crystal *1, Ordinary Soul Crystal *66, Perfect Talent Crystal *1, Ordinary Talent Crystal *61, Excellent Physical Technique Crystal *2. Ordinary Taijutsu Crystals *65, Ordinary Kendo Crystals *55, already stored in the portable space, although Harita's bounty is small, but it doesn't mean that the opponent's strength is weak. The opponent still has the strength of a lieutenant level, but the people he meets are a bit powerful, especially him, whose physical strength has reached the school level, so it is reasonable to kill the opponent with one move. But, the harvest this time, still a lot, especially the drop of 2 excellent physical skills crystals. This made Qingyun extremely happy, because he already has 4 outstanding physical skills crystals, and adding these 2 outstanding physical skills crystals, that means he has 6 crystals. His lieutenant-level physical skills, now the experience bar has been accumulated 4 times, and there is only 6 times left, and these 6 outstanding physical skills crystals can be said to have come at just the right time. He and Nami also cleaned up this pirate group. It took some time, solved. Qingyun also used the opponent's pirate ship as a material to synthesize it. Now, it's just one better grade ship, and their ship will be upgraded to a rare grade. After, Qingyun then lay back on his recliner, he took out 6 excellent physical skills crystals and swallowed them by opening his mouth. Soon, his physical skills have also been promoted from captain level to school level. Various memories about physical skills were stuffed into his mind, which greatly improved his strength. Grateful, *3, Pretty Guy's monthly ticket support. Thank you very much. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Faloo's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Chapter 33. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Rogue Town, in the Naval Branch Base, Qingyun and Nami have also exchanged the corpses of the pirates with bounties on them for bounties. The income of more than 20 million belly came into their hands. This also makes Qingyun sigh. The era of great pirates started by Roger, and the bounty hunter industry that was born, is really a hugely profitable industry. It's just too profitable. In the first half of the Grand Line, there were many bounties offering tens of millions, or even hundreds of millions of beliries. He used to chop off a few casually, which would make him a profit, especially the New World. There are so many with bounties over 100 million, it seems, for bounty hunters. The New World is really a paradise, but now, instead, they were sitting in Navy Captain Smoker's office. Smoker even handed him a cigar. This also made him wary. He has such a good attitude toward him, and he always feels that the other person is approaching him with a purpose. Colonel Smoker, if you have anything to say, just say it. Your attitude doesn't match your serious face at all. Holding the cigar, Qingyun thought for a moment and decided to be more direct. After hearing this, cough cough cough, Smorg couldn't help coughing, and almost choked to death because he couldn't hold back what the other party said. His attitude didn't match his serious face. He was trembling with anger. What's wrong with being more serious? Eat your rice. Did it? But the other party said so. Naturally, there was no need for him to cover it up. Is Mr. Qingyun interested in joining the Navy? Smog directly stated his purpose. Originally, he didn't care about the other party. But later, this duo of bounty hunters, in more than a month, destroyed the number of pirate groups in double digits. The most recent pirate group is the Black Cat Pirates, and the body of the once killed Black Cat Pirates captained by Jacaro actually appeared in the hands of the other party. It was even used in exchange for the bounty, and it wouldn't work if he didn't pay attention, so, he learned from the other party's mouth that the captain of the Black Cat Pirates, Baiji Crow, faked his death to escape, and the one who died was completely a substitute. Of course, it's not like he didn't doubtful, but after he checked the corpse, he believed the other party's words. Maybe, some people can tell lies. But the muscles on the corpse cannot lie. Soldiers, lieutenants, school level, and so on. All of them undoubtedly have a good physique. As long as the physique is checked, the strength level of the physique before birth can be judged. It is precisely because of this that he believed Qingyun's words, therefore, he was willing to tell Qingyun to let the other party join. Invitation from the Navy. The bodies of Baiji Crow were at least at the captain level. The other party was able to single-handedly kill the entire Black Cat pirates, which shows that Qingyun's strength is not weak. Even if he does not reach the school level, he is at least a captain. The strength of the East China Sea. The fact that someone with such strength makes him very optimistic about the other party. If the other party joins the Navy, it is not impossible that the strength of the other party can reach the strength of a naval colonel at the Navy headquarters in the future, or even worse. Colonel Smoker, forget it. I don't want to join the Navy. Qingyun expressed his attitude very clearly and rejected the other party. Join the Navy? He has no interest at all, although, only after reaching the rank of admiral will he become a direct subordinate of the Tianlong people, so Garp invited him again and again. Next, the reason why he chose to refuse promotion to become a general and instead has been a lieutenant general all the time is because of this. It can be seen that as long as the position does not reach the level of general, there will basically be no connection with the Tianlong people, but then even so, the salary in the Navy is prohibitive to him. It's only a few dollars a month. Are you going to work hard for your Navy with your salary? Do you think I'm stupid? If you really want to join the Navy, then he is definitely going to fish for retirement. Mr. Qingyun, why is this? Smog was puzzled. To be honest, he was very optimistic about the other party, that's why he sincerely invited the other party to join the Navy. Colonel Smoker, how much is your monthly salary? Qingyun did not answer directly, but asked Smog. 300,000 belly. Smoker replied, this salary is already quite high. After 1 year, it will be an income of 3.6 million baileys, but then you should know very well how much bounty I have received from you in more than a month, Colonel Smoker. Qingyun said. Hearing this, Smoker's face also darkened. How could he not know? The bounty the other party took from them was more than 80 million, almost 90 million baileys. Fortunately, this account is not the military expenditure of the Navy, but the expenditure of the world government. Otherwise, the Navy may not have exploded on the spot. Of course, this is not a big deal. After all, it is only 100 million belly. If it is 1 billion belly, if it is profitable, if it really has to be spent from the Navy's funds, it is estimated that the Navy's Warring States Marshal will probably throw his desk out of his office. Mr. Qingyun, justice cannot be measured by money. Dasky, who had been standing aside without saying a word, also stood up and refuted after hearing Qingyun's words. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Faloo's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Chapter 34. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hearing Dasky's retort, Qingyun just smiled. The other party was right, but the time was wrong. Justice does exist in the Navy today, but it is only a minority. As the saying goes, the upper beam is not straight and the lower beam is crooked. He has known it since he was a child. As for the world government created by the celestial dragons, there are still people like the celestial dragons there. This is incorrect beaming. Therefore, as a subordinate organization of the world government, the Navy cannot straighten its lower beam even if it wants to. It will only become crooked bit by bit under the leadership of the world government's upper beam. Little sister Dasky, it seems you still know too little. Qingyun shook his head, with a tone of seniority. This made the anger in Dasky's heart rise up. What did the other party mean? Did he deliberately use this tone of voice to irritate her? I have no so-called interest in your justice, and I also admire Colonel Smoker's justice. Unfortunately, others may not be the same as you, Colonel Smoker, and the salary is too small. Even if I become a naval colonel. What I have harvested in more than a month, how long will it take to earn the salary of a colonel? I don't know whether money can measure justice, but those who enforce justice also need to eat. Qingyun said. He knew his choice very well. whether it was pirates, the navy, or even the revolutionary army founded by Long, these were not suitable for him. Pirates are just a bunch of beasts, and the navy's wages are low, and the revolutionary army is even more. Needless to say, the salary is probably lower. After all, Long and other revolutionary army cadres look like they have little money. If they really want to go there, then they will just go and work for others for nothing. It is better to be a bounty hunter, that means freedom, and can be very rich. Others. Smog also noticed the key points in Qingyun's words. What do you know? He also asked. Shields Town. I suggest you go there and see what a mess the naval captain there has made of the place. Qingyun said, the 153rd Navy Branch, Shields Town, is the place under the jurisdiction of Navy Captain Monka. Now, Luffy doesn't know when he will go to sea completely, therefore, that place is still a place where Monka is domineering. Therefore, the town of Shields was in a state of chaos, and no one was there. Even many navies were quite dissatisfied with the naval colonel Monka. If Smoker went there, there would be some surprises. I see, Smoker said, now that you have received the bounty, you can leave. In the blink of an eye, he turned his face and refused to recognize anyone. What does it mean to chase away guests? Even a fool can hear it. Nami, let's go. Qingyun picked up the black suitcase containing 20 million belly, called Nami, and walked out of Smoker's office in unison. Anyway, the bounty has been obtained, I still need to care about your attitude. The two walked out of the office, then left the base of the naval branch in Rog Town, inside Smoker's office. Damn it, why did the third generation of Ghost fall into the hands of such a person? It was like a precious sword covered in dust. Desiki expressed indignation and dissatisfaction with Qingyun's attitude, but Smoker next to her didn't say anything. After a moment. Get a boat and check out Shields Town, said Smoker. Colonel Smoker, it's not good to leave the place where you are stationed like this. Your superiors will blame you. Dasky quickly dissuaded him. The place where every naval colonel is stationed is basically the place under their jurisdiction. If a naval colonel goes to the area under the jurisdiction of another naval colonel, it might cause a big fuss. Trouble is coming. After all, Smoker, a natural devil fruit, even if the ability of the smoke fruit is not very good, it will not be thrown into the East China Sea. It is not because Smoker's temper is a bit direct, so, the higher-ups want to throw him here to temper him. If this causes trouble again, then I don't know what the higher-ups will think of Smoker. This is an order. Smog said forcefully. After saying one word, Dasky also closed her mouth. The other party has said so, what else can she say? She is just the other party's subordinate, after leaving the naval base. Qingyun, isn't it easy for you to do this? If you offend the other party, what should we do if the other party stumbles us when the bounty is changed again? Nami also said with some worries. Don't worry, the probability of this happening is very small. There are a lot of scumbags in the Navy, but Smoker is not among that group of scumbags. Qingyun shook his head and answered nonchalantly, the other party is not a Kainu. What's more, even a Kainu would not do this, because a Kainu is a person with the main purpose, just like when he is performing a mission. The kind who does whatever it takes to achieve the goal. It doesn't matter even if civilians sacrifice, this is all for justice, but he is a bounty hunter. Even if a Kainu is in front of him, he will still refuse, and the other party cannot treat him take action. After all, there is no conflict between his and the other party's purpose. It's not like you have to join me just because you invited me. Hearing this, Nami didn't say anything. Soon after, they were also in Luo. They checked into the hotel in Gazensha and took a good rest. After all, this trip took a lot of effort for them. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Big discount on Dragon Boat Festival reading. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, June 22nd to June 24th. Chapter 35. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Late at night, a knock on the door sounded. After hearing this sound, Qingyun also got up and opened the door. He saw Nami standing at his door. But you've been drinking, that with the improvement of physical fitness, whether it is vision, hearing, or smell, they have also been improved one after another. When he opened the door, before the other party spoke, he smelled a strong smell of alcohol from the other party. Drink a little. Nami nodded and said, I have something to tell you. Although she was drunk, Nami was obviously not drunk. She was still relatively sober. Come in. Qingyun asked the other party to come in. Seeing this, Nami also walked in. The hotel they stayed in was the most expensive and best hotel in this place. It costs 30,000 baileys to stay for 1 day, however, there are no decorations inside. It's quite good, it's 1 penny for 1 price. After coming in, Nami sat down. Say it. Qingyun also sat down and looked at the other person and said, Yes, I have something to ask you for help. Nami said with some stumbles. In order to ask Qingyun to help, she had never been able to say the words, so she could only use the drunkenness to drink to make people more courageous. Explain. Qingyun's words are so concise, just like Nami. Can he still guess what the other party wants to say? The other party has already earned 40 million baileys by cooperating with him. There is definitely no shortage of money, so there is only one possibility, the dragon pirates. This is the pain in Nami's heart and the source of her hatred. You also know the origin of my tattoo. I want to ask you to help me deal with the dragon pirates. With your strength, you should be able to do it. After Nami drank the wine, her fear became bigger. She opened her mouth and said what she wanted to say. After she finished speaking, she lowered her head and looked at the floor. She was brave, but the wine also it just made her brave for a moment. After saying that, she retreated. Can. Qingyun's voice came, which made Nami, who was looking down at the floor, suddenly look up. Real? Nami asked happily. Certainly. Qingyun nodded. The relationship between the other party and him is so good, how could he disagree, especially since his current strength has reached the school level. The dragon pirates are indeed quite strong, but, compared with him who has already entered the school level, he can still solve a dragon pirates group. All this time, he has been waiting for Nami to speak. After all, he said that he wanted to help and spoke to the other party. Asking for help is 2 different things. The former will only make the other party feel that you are causing trouble, but the latter will mean that the other party regards you as a life-saving straw. The meaning is different. Xiao Yunyun, you are such a good person. Nami also hugged her happily and shouted happily. However, Qingyun expressed dissatisfaction with the fact that he was issued a good person card. However, feeling the direct impact, he felt that he tolerated his dissatisfaction for the time being. This benefit really should not be underestimated. Not long after, Nami also realized that something was wrong, and quickly let go of Qingyun's hand and took several steps back. I went back to my room first. At this moment, Nami could be said to have run away with a red face. It's so stingy to only get such a small amount of benefits. Qingyun shook his head helplessly, but he just said it. After all, he is not the kind of person who takes advantage of others, but the matter of conquering the dragon pirates can be considered settled. For Qingyun, undoubtedly it is a good opportunity to obtain some ability crystals again. The Fishmen tribe, their physiques are indeed much stronger than those of ordinary humans, so when he kills the opponent, he may not be able to obtain at least excellent physique crystals, or even higher level ability crystals are not guaranteed. It would be better if the number of body crystals or body crystals dropped by each person exceeds 1. In the next 3 days, they will live here place, in Qingyun's words. It is to recharge his batteries. After defeating the pirates, he will rest for a few days, so this time is no exception. After resting, they also came to the port and paid the fee. They drove their boat out of Rog Town and headed towards Cocoa West Village. After half a day at sea, the sea is also calm. But, such peace did not last long. Qingyun, no luck, a pirate group is coming. Nami quickly woke up Qingyun, who was leisurely drinking juice on the recliner. After hearing this, Qingyun suddenly got up. Pirates? Where are the pirates? Qingyun grabbed the 3rd generation ghost and looked for it on the sea. Pirates. This is his favorite. the other party is here, he has to give the other party a knife to welcome him, soon. He also found now the trace of the pirate ship that May said is a little far away, but the ship can still be seen. It's the Creek Pirates, a big pirate group with 5,000 people and 50 pirate ships. Their captain is called the Admiral. There are so many people, let's run away quickly. Nami immediately shrank after looking at it with a monocular. 5,000 people, how to fight this? Even if 5,000 pigs stood there and were hacked to death, it would take most of the day, let alone 5,000 pigs. Thousands of pirates, however. What are you afraid of? Who do you think I am? I'm just a Creek pirate group. What's there to be afraid of? Come closer and let me get the boat closer. I'm going to cut them down. Qingyun looked at the Creek pirates with bright eyes and said loudly to Nami, hearing this. Nami was shocked. There are more than 5,000 people, you want me to pull the ship over? Are you crazy? Yes. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Big discount on Dragon Boat Festival reading. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, June 22nd to June 24th. Chapter 36. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Qingyun, stop joking, there are more than 5,000 people. Are you going to die? Nami also persuaded anxiously. There are more than 5,000 people, and every one of them will be reduced to meat if they come here. What are you going to do? You have to run away now. Nami, trust me. Qingyun said seriously to Nami. There are more than 5,000 people, even if one person explodes one ability crystal, his body, soul and physical skills will be at least 5,000, can he let go of such an opportunity? Really? If he let it go, he would not regret it. More than 5,000 people are too many. However, when Lu Qi was 13 years old, he killed 500 people with his bare hands. Although he was injured, the other party did indeed kill 5 people. More than 100 people, 13-year-old Lu Qi, at most, he has the strength of a major. So, now that he also has the strength of a major, why can't he be bolder and defeat the Creek Pirates, which has 5,000 pirates? You know, he has more golden fingers than Lu Qi. The injuries he suffers can be recovered by swallowing body crystals. The more he fights, the braver he becomes. The more he fights, the stronger he becomes. It should not be a problem to deal with 5,000 people. Qingyun, you. Nami was also a little confused by the other party's attitude. She opened her mouth to kill the Creek Pirates, which had 5,000 pirates. He really didn't know where Qingyun's confidence came from. However, look at the other person's eyes. She finally agreed. I must have owed you something in my previous life that allowed me to meet you. I will believe you just once. Don't let me lose. Nami gritted her teeth and said, then she also controlled the ship and rushed towards the Creek Pirates. Don't worry, I promised you to deal with the Dragon Pirates. How could I stop here? Qingyun had a confident smile on his face. It's just the East China Sea. This is not his end. There are indeed some strong men in the Creek Pirates, but this does not mean that the Creek Pirates are really very strong. The opponent's strength is set off by a large number of pirates. If Smoker is here, the opponent can eliminate all the Creek Pirates alone, because Smoker's natural fruit. Without domineering power, you can't block the opponent's attack at all. You can't even hit Smog. In this world, human sea battles are actually of little use. As long as you have enough strength. The look of domineering looks past hundreds of thousands of people. They all had to lie down. Therefore, their ships also rushed in the direction of each other. At this moment, Qingyun looked at the pirate ships one after another, and all he saw was greed. These were individual ability crystals. This is the first time he has encountered so many pirates. As long as he harvests them all, his strength will be greatly improved again. This will be helpful for him to go to the Grand Route after solving the matter in the East China Sea. It is of great help. the leader of the Creek pirates is on board the ship named Delidinode Saberu. Admiral, there is a ship heading towards us. The approach of Qingyun and others, in this vast sea, there is almost no cover, so their whereabouts can be said to be clear at a glance, and they were immediately seen by the observer on the Click ship. He also reported it immediately gave to Crick. Those things that don't know whether to live or die dare to rush directly towards us. It seems that they are deliberately seeking death. Guys, don't attack yet. Let this ship come over. We will rob them of all the treasures on the ship. It is rare to kill them. Women use it to enjoy. Click looked at the approaching ship with disdain. Through the telescope, he had already seen the people on the ship, but they were just two people. There were 5,000 pirates here, with just 2 people, he didn't know anything about it. Worried about what other people are doing, even if there are people hiding in the other party's cabin, it's just a pirate ship. How many people can be hidden? If they go there with one knife, they can destroy the other party's pirate ship directly, so, that's why he ordered. Oh, the pirates on the pirate ship also roared loudly, looking excited. Their view is the same as that of Crick, just a small boat. Dealing with the opponent is not as easy as stepping on an ant. On board. Why don't they shell? Qingyun held the hilt of the 3rd generation Kitetsu's sword and was ready to deal with the opponent's bombardment. However, after he waited for a long time, he was getting closer and closer to the opponent. As a result, the opponent had no intention of bombarding them. This gave him some confidence. I can't figure it out, but since there is no bombardment, then there is no such thing, but he still won't let down the vigilance in his heart. After all, pirates are a group of insidious and cunning people. Nami, you eat this, and then I give you this weapon. Remember to protect yourself, and leave the rest to me. Qingyun took out an excellent body crystal, an excellent soul crystal, a rare physical crystal, a rare kendo crystal, and a quality crystal that was inferior to a sharp knife in front of Nami. He gave the opponent an excellent sword. If he really wanted to kill, he might not be able to spare the effort to protect Nami, therefore, he could only come up with something to improve Nami's strength, not to mention giving the opponent help. Own abilities, but at least you must have the power to protect yourself. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Big discount on Dragon Boat Festival reading. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, June 22nd to June 24th. Chapter 37. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Sure enough, you still have this thing. After Nami saw what Qingyun gave her, she immediately realized what it was. She could be considered someone who had used it once. However, the last time she asked Qingyun for it, he directly told her that he didn't have it anymore. Now the other party directly took out 4 pieces, although the colors were different, but of course she would not be stupid enough to think that Qingyun would give her some useless things at this time. This is my ability. After you eat these, your strength will be improved, so that during the battle, I will not have to distract you from protecting you. Qingyun explained briefly. After hearing this, Nami also gave Qingyun a blank look. You also know that I am a weakling, so I still move towards the Creek pirates, but the decision has been made, and Cree the pirate group was also close at hand. There was no use regretting it. She also reached out and grabbed the 4 ability crystals in Qingyun's hand, opened her mouth and took them. After taking them, her body is improving. Her soul is improving. Her physical skills are improving. Promotion. She even directly gained the power of Kendo. It only took a while. Nami also came out of the promotion state. At this moment, her eyes can be said to be full of surprise. Now she has the illusion of being invincible. I think I can knock Qingyun down with one punch. Of course, this is just an illusion. Don't be fooled by the illusion of increasing your strength too quickly. Qingyun simply reminded the other party. After hearing this, Nami also quickly woke up. TSK, you really have a good thing hidden, and you are really stingy to give it to me now. Nami took the excellent sword from Qingyun's hand and muttered in her mouth. If I were really stingy, I would watch you being hacked to death with random knives. Qingyun rolled his eyes at the other party and said, immediately, he also took out an ability crystal and threw it into his mouth. It melted in his mouth, an outstanding silent step crystal. This was erupted from Baiji Kelyuo's body. Ability crystal, he has never taken it, because silent step seems good, but its shortcomings are obvious, there are no rules. It is difficult to control. Once it is used, if a weapon is used to attack, it will be an indiscriminate attack, without distinguishing between friend and foe, so he hasn't taken it. Of course, it's also partly because he can rely on improvements in other aspects to steadily improve his strength. For the time being, he can't use ability crystals, so, he didn't take them, but it's a good opportunity. As long as you board Creek's pirate ship, you don't have to worry about the issue of being indistinguishable between ourselves and the enemy, because his enemies are all around him. He doesn't have to hold back at all, just kill them all. The effect of the silent step is comparable to the shave in the 6th Marine style, except for the huge difference in speed. It is silent attack. It is basically impossible to judge the position from the sound. The only way is use dynamic vision to capture the enemy's figure. Now it is most suitable to use this skill to deal with the Creek pirates. The opponent is probably just about to set off for the grand route, therefore, he hit a good time. So there are so many pirates. If he is killed by Hawkeye, what will happen? How many people will be left for him? So now these 5,000 pirates seem to be alive and well, but to him, this is best. These people's lives should be harvested and taken away by him. Boom! Qingyun's ship also had some minor collisions with the main ship of the Creek pirates. Now, the hunting time has arrived. Remember, protect yourself. After Qingyun said something to Nami seriously, he jumped up from his own ship and jumped towards the ship of the Creek pirates. The other party's ship was quite big, but he was already at school-level strength. It's not difficult to do this. Woohoo, it seems that I am lucky. The big pirate with a bounty of 17 million belly, it seems that I can really make a lot of money on this trip. Qingyun stepped onto the deck, and the first thing he saw was the captain of the Creek pirates, Admiral Creek. In addition, there were also many other pirates including the other party's subordinates, Akin and Baloo. In the other party's presence before encountering Hawkeye, this pirate lineup was really eye-catching in the East China Sea. Bounty Hunter. Click also reacted after hearing what Qingyun said. People who can target pirates, apart from the Navy, there are only bounty hunters. At first glance, Qingyun does not have any traces of the Navy on his body. Uniform. There is no need to guess the identity of the other party. Guessed it right. As a reward, Crick, wait a minute and I'll chop off your head. Qingyun grinned and pulled out the 3rd-generation ghost. You want my head, kid? Do you think you have the qualifications? Click laughed. He just took Qingyun's arrogance as a joke. There were many bounty hunters in the East China Sea who regarded him as a target, but in the end, it was not these bounty hunters who died. I think there should be no other person in the entire East China Sea who has this qualification except me. Qingyun said calmly. I am a pirate admiral with 5,000 pirates. Kid, you are too arrogant. When I remove your bones one by one, I hope you can still be so arrogant. Click said with a laugh. Finally, his expression changed and he whispered. Go ahead and take down this brat. The words fell, the pirates on the ship all showed their weapons and rushed towards Qingyun. Seeing this. If you don't want to be captured without mercy, then I can only send you on your way. Qingyun glanced at these pirates. His feet also began to move. The next moment, silent steps. His figure disappeared in place. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Big discount on Dragon Boat Festival reading. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, June 22nd to June 24th. Chapter 38. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ah. Silently, someone was hit by Qingyun's attack, and there was an exposed scar on his body. He also screamed loudly. such screams were not just one person, they sounded continuously. Enemy, where is the enemy? Where is the enemy? All the pirates were panicked. It was so scary. They couldn't find the enemy at all. And quietly, someone on their side was killed by Qingyun. This feeling was like the last few seconds before execution. The emotions can be said to be suppressed to the extreme. Find that person. Some pirates shouted loudly, trying to calm everyone's frightened and chaotic hearts. However, their companions fell down one after another, and screams kept ringing. Even if they wanted to calm down, they couldn't. It's simply impossible, because none of them know whether the enemy's attack will fall on them at the next moment. Will it fall on their chest, thighs, arms, face, or back? This kind of unknown fear is really terrible. Maybe before the enemy's attack falls on you, you may be scared to death. Ah, Jean, come on, quickly find out the specific location of that kid and kill him. Click was also a little panicked, even he couldn't see Qingyun. This shows that Qingyun's speed is too fast, so he couldn't see it. If the opponent's speed is so fast, then maybe the opponent he could also suddenly chop him with a knife at a certain moment, so he himself was in a panic now. As for his group of subordinates, would he care about the life and death of his subordinates? Impossible, he is so insidious, cunning and selfish. How can a self-interested person care about the life and death of his subordinates? If he dies, there are so many people who are pirates. If he dies, the worst he can do is recruit another group of pirates, but, he cannot die, stand aside. After hearing this, Ajin also grabbed his weapon and stood up. He is the captain, but it does not mean that when he faces this situation, he can really solve it, and he can't find the other party. Traces and traces, even suddenly, the pirate on his side suddenly slashed and fell seriously injured. Sometimes, a slash mark suddenly appeared on the deck, but it was said that someone was there. Not even a human figure could be seen. Suddenly, a tearing sound, the expression on Ajin's face changed drastically. He was hit, boom. He fell to his knees on the deck, but on his back, there was an extremely obvious knife mark, running down his left shoulder and diagonally downwards. Scarlet blood flowed out for free. In silence, the other party hit him directly. He was seriously injured and fell to his knees. Horrible. He is no match for the other party. Holding him back for me, using such a move will definitely consume a lot of energy. I don't believe he has so much energy to waste. Holding him down will exhaust all his energy. Crick shouted loudly. At the same time, he ran towards his other pirate ships. This ship can't stay any longer. If he stays any longer, he will be tricked sooner or later, so he has to run to other pirate ships. On the pirate ship, this is used to avoid the opponent's attack, and at the same time, these pirates are used to hold the opponent back. As long as the opponent's physical strength is exhausted, the opponent will only have one ending. It's just that, Tara Creek, who was running towards other pirate ships, was suddenly attacked. This knife, it happened that he struck directly at Crick's head and cut off the opponent's head. The captain of the Creek pirates, Pirate Admiral Creek, died on the spot. No one expected it. Click walked so fast, killed like this. The captain is dead. Captain Click is dead. Devil. This man is a devil. Run, run. I want to go home. I don't want to be a pirate anymore. Please, please let me go. I don't want to die. Some of the pirates in the Creek pirates are frightened, some are scared, some are begging for mercy, and there are all kinds of things. But he couldn't stop Qingyun from killing this group of pirates. The third generation ghost in his hand flew by, taking away the lives of pirates one after another. On other pirate ships, when the news of Captain Crick's death came, they were extremely shocked. What shocked them even more was that the man who killed Captain Crick had not stopped yet and was still killing. He kept going on and on. Harvesting the lives of pirates. He is like a god of death. This makes all the pirates scared. Turn the helm, Captain Click is dead. Let's run quickly, or this devil will come towards us too. The pirates on the other pirate ships were so frightened that they quickly asked people to turn the helm. They wanted to escape, however, with 50 pirate ships so close together, how could it be so easy to just turn the helm? And Qingyun, in a short period of time, he had already eliminated all the pirates on this ship. It took him a lot of effort, however, there were only 100 people. After all, there were 50 pirate ships and 5,000 people were divided equally. A pirate ship with 100 people is almost enough, but it is not enough for him to eat body crystals to restore his physical strength now, and Qingyun also noticed the actions of other pirate ships escape. Are you kidding? How could he let the opponent fly? 50 pirate ships are indeed a lot, but it is not that easy for the opponent to turn the rudder. He only needs to kill almost all the people on the pirate ships in front, and no one controlling these pirate ships. It would be very difficult for the pirate ships behind to escape. By the time the other party wanted to completely escape, he had almost solved it. Half an hour later, a full 50. It can be said that there is deathly silence on the pirate ship. There is no one alive on these pirate ships. The only person still standing is Qingyun, who is holding the third generation ghost, and his whole body is like taking a bath with blood. The Rick pirates, all destroyed. Thank you handsome, Zhao, for your monthly ticket support. Thank you very much. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Big discount on Dragon Boat Festival reading. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, June 22nd to June 24th. Chapter 39. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Pickable items detected. Do you want to pick them up? Pickup.ding. Successfully picked up, ordinary body crystals *6212, excellent body crystals *224, rare body crystals *32, excellent body crystals *11, ordinary soul crystals *6665, excellent soul crystals *382, rare soul crystals *71. Excellent soul crystals *22, ordinary talent crystals *5886, excellent talent crystals *1332, rare talent crystals *541, outstanding talent crystals *132, perfect talent crystals *55, ordinary physical skills crystals *6338. Excellent taijutsu crystal *422, rare taijutsu crystal *211, excellent taijutsu crystal *8, common kendo crystal *7889, excellent kendo crystal *433, rare kendo crystal *88, excellent kendo crystal *3, already stored in the portable space. This harvest can be said to be a great harvest for Qingyun, and he didn't expect it. When he attacked the Creek pirates, he only used the only outstanding body crystal left, recovered a lot of physical strength, and killed all of them. I thought I underestimated the Creek pirates. Now it seems, he overestimated the other party and underestimated himself. Lu Chi did kill more than 500 people, but that opponent was killed with bare hands, but he was different. When a person was holding a sharp weapon, he could easily take away other people's lives. All he had to do was slash the vulnerable part of the opponent's body with the sharp blade. The other person's life was taken away by him. Therefore, sharp tools should be used with caution. But to kill a group of pirates, there is no need to be cautious, you can just kill them with ease. Therefore, more than 5,000 pirates are very amazing, but among so many pirates, most of them are basically ordinary people. And as soon as he took action, the sword he used was a demon sword like the third generation Katetsu, which was extremely sharp. It's easy to harvest the pirate's life. To him, after wiping out the Creek pirates, he deeply realized that killing this group of people was like killing a pig, but this was clearly killing a chicken. With one slash, he would kill several people, let alone 5,000 people. Such a weak person, in front of him, even if there are 10,000 people, as long as his physical strength is not exhausted, it is only an easy matter to deal with these guys. But this time the harvest, it's really amazing, more than 5,000 people exploded so many ability crystals. It is estimated that some pirates had not just one crystal of a kind exploded, but several. That's why it brought him such a harvest. Back on board. 5,000 people were killed by you like this. Nami on the ship was also shocked after seeing what Qingyun had done. It was so cruel, more than 5,000 pirates were killed in this way. What, you sympathize with them? Qingyun glanced at Nami. No. Hearing this, Nami's face immediately darkened. Sympathize with pirates? Are you kidding me? Nami sympathizes with many people, but she doesn't sympathize with pirates. The death of a pirate is something he deserves. She is just surprised by Qingyun. It's just cruelty. One person killed more than 5,000 people. In the end, he could still keep his face straight. If he hadn't known the other person for more than a month, he would have criticized the other person for what he did, and he would have walked away from the blood like this. From the looks of it, she would definitely think that the other party was a villain in a book story. I'll go clean it, and you can use ropes to connect these pirate ships together, otherwise it will be a big loss if they are blown away. Qingyun said and also walked towards the bathroom on the ship, covered in blood. It was really uncomfortable for him. Why should I go? Nami said. She did all the dirty work, right? If you're not happy, let me go, but when you find the treasure from the pirate ship, don't yell to share the money with me. Qingyun said without looking back. No, 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 Xiao Yunyun, go take a shower quickly. Leave the things here to me, and I promise to handle them beautifully. Hearing this, Nami's face immediately showed a smile. At the same time, she patted her own fruit and said with assurance. She is the best at changing faces. Then, she also spent a lot of effort to board the board. He joined the pirate ship of the Creek Pirates. After all, he already had a captain-level physique. When Qingyun took action, there were pirates who were preparing to attack Nami. They wanted to capture Nami and threaten Qingyun, but Nami was alone. The pirates who tried to attack her were eliminated. This was also thanks to the ability crystal given to her by Qingyun. Otherwise, she would have suffered. Therefore, Nami, who has a captain-level physique, this life is important to her. The words were nothing at all. It was just that when she came up, she resisted vomiting when she saw the scene in front of her, but in the end she couldn't hold it back and vomited it out. The limbs were broken and the arms were broken. The piles of corpses were even more scattered. Lying down. The blood could be said to have dyed the deck red. The scene in front of her eyes was definitely quite irritating. After vomiting for a long time, Nami finally regained her composure. This guy Qingyun is so cruel. Nami looked at the scene in front of her with a somewhat unfavorable expression and said, but think about it carefully, wouldn't it be better if Qingyun has such strength? After all, she still hopes that the other party will follow her back to Cocoa West Village to solve the problem. Let's get rid of the dragon pirates and save her hometown. Thinking like this, Nami also started working diligently. Grateful, *3, 100 VIP reward for handsome boy. Thank you for your support. This string of data must be written by the author, otherwise the author cannot count it, and you cannot be sure how the protagonist suddenly became stronger, or where the high-level crystal came from. However, it only writes the number picked up. As for the number of statistics, the author has his own records, so I won't include this in it, lest everyone talk about sitting on the water. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Chapter 40. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Qingyun has also finished cleaning. Next, take out a piece of clothing from your carry-on space. After replacing it, just walked out. As for the clothes soaked in blood, Qingyun also threw them directly into the sea, stained with too much blood. This thing, if you really want to clean it, it really takes a lot of effort. He himself is rich, so why should he waste that energy? In portable space, there are also a lot of things stored, including clothes, food, fruits, drinking water, etc. Anyway, he has packed everything he needs, but these do not reach the limit of the carry-on space. Therefore, he himself does not know what the limit of portable space is. He had no intention of determining the size of his portable space. To him, such a large portable space is already enough. Come out. He then saw the brisk Nami busy there. She tied each pirate ship with a rope to prevent the ship from floating away, then she collected the bodies of some thieves with bounties on their heads, which took a lot of effort from her, but it's all worth it. After all, this is all money, just wads of banknotes, do it all. She then began to search the pirate ships one after another. Treasures, treasures, not even a penny should be missing. See this. Qingyun also went up to help. These pirate ships can be used as synthetic materials for their ships to improve the level of their own ships. In addition, there are also many weapons on the opponent's ships that need to be collected. Stand up. He still had to feed the third generation ghost in his hand, so he couldn't waste any of these things. Then, he and Nami were both searching and collecting on the pirate ships. 3 hours later, Qingyun and Nami also completed their own affairs. 5112 ordinary weapons, 431 exquisite weapons, and 33 excellent weapons. These gains are also quite rich. Look at it this way, Qingyun also needs to stay on this sea for a while. After all, synthesis also requires physical strength. Also, he also needs to synthesize a large number of ability crystals to reduce the number of ability crystals of each level to single digits. After that, improve your own strength. These combinations took him a full day to complete. Especially the synthesis of ships and weapons, the synthesis of this pirate ship and his ship naturally took a lot of effort, and Click is really not built. There are a total of 50 pirate ships, one of which is rare in grade, and the other 49 pirate ships are all excellent in grade. It took him a lot of effort to synthesize these ships. It even consumed a perfect body crystal to solve it in a short time. After all the ships were synthesized, his ships, this is also what happened. Rare big ship, May 9th, 10, the grade has reached the rare level, and it still requires a lot of ships to upgrade the grade of the ship to excellent. But, he's not in a hurry about this. After all, this ship is enough for him to use, and after reaching the rare level, the big ship becomes much larger. Also, it's the synthesis of weapons. This time the number was astonishing, and combined with the previous accumulation, he synthesized a total of 13 sharp knives. He used 9 of them as materials and synthesized them with the third generation of ghosts. After synthesis, the third generation of Gui Tetsu also upgraded from the level of a quick sword to the level of a good quick sword. If the third generation ghost could turn into a human being, it was so high that I had to kowtow to him hundreds of times to thank him, and after he harvested a large number of ability crystals this time, he improved everything he could. The result is, his personal data became like this. Host, Qingyun.talent, general level, 0/10, physique, school level, 1 out of 10, soul, school level, 0 out of 10, abilities, school level physical skills, 0 out of 10, swordsman, 0 out of 10, lieutenant level silent steps, 0 out of 10, weapons, Liang Kuai Dao Sandai Gitaru, 0/10. Ships, rare large ships, May 9th, 10, body, soul, and physical skills, all 3 have reached the school level. Also, his sword skills also allowed him to successfully become a swordsman, allowing him to comprehend the realm of cutting steel. Certainly, this huge improvement is not without cost, and this is the only price. That's it. They stayed at Drinking Sea for a full week before finishing all these things, but it's all worth it. Just his current data, when he went to the dragon pirates, he couldn't directly kill the dragon pirates instantly. Certainly, that premise is, he had to first exchange the corpses of the Creek pirates for the bounty and return to Rog Town to redeem them. Otherwise, if he went to Cocoa West Village now and then went to Rog Town, the corpses would probably rot. Then, after Qingyun and Nami discussed it, they decided to go to Rog Town first, and then go to Cocoa West Village. The strength of these 2 main protagonists has been improved. Please forgive me. The author has tried his best to condense the contents of the protagonist's improvement. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Big discount on Dragon Boat Festival reading. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, June 22nd to June 24th. Chapter 41. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Rogue Town, Naval Base, Qingyun and Nami exchanged Crick's body for a bounty. After coming out, they met Dasky by chance. What a coincidence. Qingyun sighed with emotion. 7 out of 10 times he came to the naval base, he met Dasky. He didn't know whether it was fate or what, however. This stubborn Dasky was an Asuji believed that when famous swords like the third-generation Kitetsu fell into the hands of bounty hunters and pirates like them, the swords were covered in dust. Therefore, the other parties were also very hostile to him. To put it simply, it was just a small sword. Children and adults look angry, that's right, in Qingyun's view, the other party is just like a child, the child is just having a tantrum with him. Of course Qingyun won't pay special attention to it. It's just that this time the other party's attitude is a little different. Same. Shields Town. Dasky opened her mouth and said. What did you say? Qingyun looked at the other party with a frown. You spoke so quietly, are you talking to a mosquito? Even if his physical fitness has improved to the school level, it does not mean that his hearing is that good. He has not listened to all things. Voices. Colonel Smoker and I went to Shields Town. The situation there was indeed very bad, and the root cause of the badness was because of the Navy Colonel. Colonel Smoker asked me to come over and thank you for the information you gave me. Dasky said. You're welcome. Hearing this, Qingyun said nonchalantly, he didn't care about such things in the first place, but since the other party thanked him, he accepted it, and his attitude made Dasky feel very unhappy. The other party thanked him. This is simply ignoring her, this is too much. Although we are very grateful for the information you provided, it is really sad that the third-generation ghost is in the hands of someone like you. Dasky said angrily and dissatisfied. Sorrow, but after hearing what the other party said, Qingyun couldn't help but laugh. Little sister, I'm afraid there's something wrong with your head, right? A knife is a sharp weapon. If you don't use the knife to kill people, you will hide it to cover the edge. This is the greatest tragedy for a famous sword. The ranking of famous swords is determined by their owners holding them and killing them step by step, which establishes the value of each famous sword. Therefore, there are supreme fast swords, great fast swords, good fast swords, etc. ranking. If you follow your thinking, there is no such thing as a famous sword in this world. Qingyun joked, he didn't know about other swords, but the third-generation ghost in his hand was definitely eager to follow him. If the third-generation ghost had the hand, the first thing he would do would be to hug him. Touching his thigh, just because he can improve the level of the third generation of ghosts. It has only been in his hands for such a period of time. The third generation of ghosts has been promoted from a quick sword to a good sword, therefore, how could the third generation of ghosts not be happy to follow Qingyun? Qingyun's words can be regarded as making Dasky fall into a daze, because her opponent's words, after thinking about it carefully, are indeed right. The famous swords themselves are ranked among the famous swords because of the battles between the sword holders. If everyone is collecting good knives, how can there be such classifications as the so-called supreme sharp knives, great sharp knives, good sharp knives, and quick knives? Say it, Qingyun also left directly. It is actually very difficult to communicate with someone who is very stubborn, because the other person is totally unreasonable. Therefore, when the other party is confused, there is still no need to argue with the other party, because it is just a waste of time. Therefore, he dodged directly. After leaving the naval base in Rogue Town, Qingyun and Nami also prepared some supplies. That's when we set off. Last departure, it was purely by accident that I met the Creek pirates, so I can only postpone the idea of going to Cocoa West Village. Now, things are settled. Naturally, I also want to go to Cocoa West Village, defeat the dragon pirates. There is no time to delay in getting Nami into your pocket, and himself. He was also planning to set off for the Grand Line after settling the matter in Cocoa West Village. I have stayed in the novice village of Donghai for long enough. If his targets are all relatively weak pirate groups, it may not be of much help to his improvement in strength, or, after solving the Creek pirates this time, he was able to get such a big improvement. The bigger reason is not because the Creek pirates are powerful, but because of the large number of people on the other side. His improvement this time is purely because of the strength of the Creek pirates. Because it is piled up by quantity, more than 5,000 pirates. So many people, it was only then that some of his abilities that did not reach the school level were upgraded to the school level, while others that had reached the school level, even if he used some and used perfect level ability crystals, they would only be improved a little, but it was not possible to upgrade the school level to the general level. That's why he looked forward to the Grand Route even more, because there were many more powerful people in that place than in the East China Sea. The Northwest and the Four Seas, people who enter the New World, most of them are also the best in the world. After killing these pirate groups, the ability crystals he obtained will be much higher in grade. Maritime, relatively calm. During this voyage to Cocoa West Village, Nami was relatively silent, but no matter how silent, on the third day, Nami's hometown, Cocoa West Village. They arrived at this place. Today's 10th update. Almost 20,000 words have been updated. Dear beauties, if you throw flowers, the author will definitely work harder to update. New book, please give me some data. Dear beauties, if you think the author's writing is good, you can vote for flowers, evaluation votes, and monthly votes. The more you vote, the more updates the author will make. Don't be soft-hearted and vote more. Faloo's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th.